Hello everybody, this is Anthony John Agnello from GamesRadar. It's bad enough that the world is constantly ending in video games due to all kinds of demons and aliens and whatnot. Humans don't need to spend their time messing up other humans, and yet it seems to happen all the time. These 9 video game disasters weren't caused by inclement weather, extraterrestrials, or angry gods. They're old-fashioned man-made disasters, and they messed up everybody. Gears of War 2, The Flooding of Jacinto. Let's be clear, the world wasn't in great shape even before locusts started ripping it apart. The giant, bloodthirsty bugmen messing up the place just adds to the strip mining and other environmental disasters the folks the COG try to protect brought on themselves. And somehow, things got even worse after Emergence Day. At the end of Gears of War 2, Marcus Phoenix deliberately uses an orbital laser to destroy what he thinks is the stronghold of all the Locust and Lambent hordes. Instead, he floods Jacinto, where most of the rest of humanity lives. Hence why Marcus has to live on a damn farm boat at the beginning of Gears 3. Final Fantasy VII, The Squashing of Sector 7. Does anyone in Midgar think Shinra aren't cartoonish monsters? Just look at the industrial design of the city, Sector 7 in particular. The upper plate sits directly above densely populated low-income housing, much like many real urban ghettos around the world. The bridges looming over projects don't have release mechanisms built in, though. The cruel disaster waiting to happen plays out predictably very early in Final Fantasy VII. Shinra, looking to keep those damn pesky environmentalists at bay so they can keep literally draining the planet of its life force, just crush an entire city borough, like the bastards they are. Fallout 3, Nuking Megaton. Humanity is only just finding its feet after the Great War. Resources are scarce, and genuine human cooperation is even more so. So Megaton, a city where wastelanders from all walks of life cohabitate with ghouls, is something of a beacon for renewed civilization. And sitting at the heart of the place is an undetonated warhead, the physical embodiment of second chances. Of course, as tends to happen with our self-destruction-prone race, there are folks just waiting to turn the bomb back on. You can even blow it up yourself, you monster! KILLZONE 3, The Irradiation of HELGAN. There are no good guys in KILLZONE. Everyone is a dick. You think you're fighting on the side of the Angels. Think again. Not only did your group try to exploit the Helghast after sending them to Helgan, a cesspool planet with an environment about as welcoming as a tire fire, they also used military force to crush an uprising after people on the planet started starving and dying during an economic depression. Mass starvation is enough to qualify KILLZONE for this list on its own, but the ISA aren't done being the biggest of dicks yet. After nuking Pyrrhus City to kill one man, Scholar Visari, they then incite civil war and intentionally destroy a Helghast cruiser close to the planet, accidentally irradiating the majority of the planet's surface, making it totally uninhabitable. Why are the Helghast such angry red-eyed terrorist types? Gee, I wonder. Resident Evil, the T-Virus Outbreak. So, what are you working on, Umbrella? A new type of bread that stays fresh longer? A more fuel-efficient car? No? Oh, you're working on a weaponized virus. One that could wipe out mankind if it gets into the wrong hands. Does no one in accounting do cost-benefit analyses at this damn company? You're not gonna turn a profit next quarter if your primary product turns the world's dog population into flesh-eating freaks, you morons. God! Have you seen what the T-Virus does to plants? Get into fertilizer or something! Final Fantasy VI, World of Ruin. Final Fantasy VI takes place in a lush, verdant world that is, strangely enough, all held together by a trio of god statues that need to be kept at exactly the proper alignment to prevent the world from being torn asunder. Why? Because it's Final Fantasy. Shut up, that's why. And because it's Final Fantasy, there's inevitably someone who wants to doink up the magic statue feng shui. And of course, the world is shattered. It's interesting to see how things change in the world of Ruin. Enormous army-swallowing sandworms and dinosaurs roam the earth, but somehow the Opera House survives unscathed. Infamous, the Ray Sphere. The Ray Sphere is a crazy idea with good intentions behind it. Do you know the nonsense plot of Infamous? Spoilers, Cole McGrath travels back in time from a future where the Beast has destroyed the world. He invents the Ray Sphere as a way to give himself, his younger self, enough power to defeat the Beast and stop it from destroying the world. An admirable goal. Sadly, the delivery method isn't so admirable, and it's ironic considering Cole is a courier. If Cole's all about saving the future, why the hell is his magic victory device built to destroy half of a fricking city? Way to think it through, crappy Electro. BRINK, global warming. Hey, look! An object lesson for the real world! If declining biodiversity and horrific weather patterns in our own lives aren't enough to demonstrate the consequences of global warming, BRINK provides further examples. In its dystopian future, most of the world has flooded, and a bunch of people have chosen to live on the Ark, a giant floating island. Naturally, everyone on the Ark starts murdering each other in the name of wealth and power, because humanity is the absolute worst. Civilization is on the brink of extinction. The brink? Get it? That's why the game is called BRINK? Huh? Do you get it? Half-Life. Gordon Freeman does some science. God damn it, Gordon. Just because you can tinker with the fabric of the universe, it doesn't mean you should. Sure, the portal to another dimension you opened was kind of an accident, but it wouldn't have happened at all if you were working on something useful like solving global warming. And no, it wasn't the opening of the portal that caused the Combine to spill into our world and enslave the human race, but it was the start of that chain reaction. The not quite worst part? Valve seems to have little interest in finishing the goddamn Half-Life story, so for now there's no conclusion to this dire man-made disaster. The actual worst part? The endless references to the fact that Valve won't make Half-Life 3. If you enjoy this feature and want some more, follow GamesRadar at youtube.com/GamesRadar.